Okay, students, on this video, I'm going to show you how to create a ceiling because at this point, we don't have one. You can vault the walls if you needed to, because right now the walls by default are not attached to the roof on the inside. So you can go in here and attach the walls up to the roof within the 3D view, and you can. That's pretty neat. But another alternative, if you didn't want to do that, I'm going to go ahead and detach it for in this case. I'm going to create a ceiling throughout the entire house. Just a flat ceiling throughout the entire house. I'm going to put it in on one of the views. So my preference, once again, I go back to the level 1 floor plan. Okay. And on this view, I'm going to go over here and create a ceiling. So I'm going to go and click on ceiling. The default ceiling is not a nice one. If you've been inside in this classroom or any commercial building, this is what's called a 2x4 acoustical ceiling tile system. It's not a nice ceiling. It's kind of ugly. It's more commercial use. It's more for commercial. This is not something you want at your house. Some homes do have it, but it's something you wouldn't want. So before I start generating the ceiling, I'm gonna go in here and change it over to a gypsum wallboard on metal stud. Basically a sheetrock ceiling, just like all the walls are all sheetrock. We really don't use metal studs. We would use wood studs, but again, this is just something that we can get going for now, just for the purposes of creating a nice model. So I'm going to go to gypsum wallboard or metal stud. And it says automatic ceiling. Now, by doing that, I'd have to do one ceiling per room. Okay. And I can do that. But I think what I'm going to do is let me show you a different way of doing that. I'm going to actually go sketch it. I'm going to go sketch the ceiling. And it actually gives us the option of picking walls, just like how we did the roof. No offsets. I'm just going to go throughout the entire, select the pick walls option, and go through the entire outside edge and create the ceiling all the way in. And again, notice that it is a closed loop. Now, we did mention about maybe having a flat ceiling in certain areas and vaulted in the other one. This is how you would do it. You would then just sketch the ceiling in the areas that you want flat, and then the other areas is left open where you can vault them. Okay. So that really just depends on the look that you want. So in this case, I'm just going to do a flat ceiling for the entire house. Hit check. Okay. So once again, you don't see it from here. It's really not until you go back to one of the camera views. And on the camera view, you start looking up, and there's our ceiling. Okay, there's our ceiling. Hit escape, and it's kind of low. It's kind of low because I think the plate line on this house, if I'm not mistaken, we had made it, the walls, we had made them 9 feet. So let's go ahead and make our ceiling height to be at 9 feet also, because it's kind of low. And the look might not be, in my opinion, if that's what you want, then that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I prefer a higher ceiling. I'm gonna go and select the wall of the ceiling and adjust the height over here on the left, height offset. I'm gonna change that from 8 feet over to 9 feet and make it taller. As a matter of fact, that's how tall our walls are. So it really just comes up to the height of the wall. Okay. So that's how we start generating our ceiling. And again, it just depends on how you want the ceiling, if you want it for the whole house or not. That'll be then up to you how you want to do that.